Oh,
See, this is
really?
proof positive that you don't have to be tech savvy to run this business successfully. There you go. That's the call. There you go.
Honestly, isn't that the truth? It's like you need the bare minimum, and we are proof of that. Like, if you can turn your computer on, if you can click a link and open your Instagram, you're fine. You're
100%.
good. Yeah, this is not a call. I'm going to be teaching you the ins and outs of technology. We will not, that's not our specialty. But what is our specialty is growing a business in the wellness space. So, hello, everybody. Thank you guys for hopping on and spending your Sunday mornings with us. We have a really jam-packed call. We want to dive head first. We want to make it as succinct and as jam-packed for you in the shortest amount of time. As we go along, if you have questions, pop them in the chat. We'll try and address them before the end of the call. My name's Kyrstin Clarke. I have been a coach for 9.5, almost 10 years. So I have been here a little while. So I have seen ebbs and flows, evolution and change over the years. And it's all been just so beautiful. So I'm really excited for you to hear the perspectives of 4 women who love health and wellness, but have such a different approach and focus to the business. We'll share a bit of our stories, but also kind of a little bit of a background to help you decide, is this space for you? Is this a business endeavor, an income stream that you want to add to what you're doing right now? I'll give you a little background for how I started. I was like a customer. I had zero interest in running this business because I had a real job. I was a dental hygienist, and I worked long days, long hours, physically so demanding that I thought, and adding something else on, there's no way. Like, no, I have a real job. Thank you very much. But then people started asking me as my transformation unfolded in front of them. I was loving Shakeology, what it was doing for my IBS symptoms, for my overall health. People were asking me like, oh, what are you using? And I would, oh, go talk to my partner. Go talk to the person that helped me. And then eventually my partner and coach, she said, I appreciate you referring all these people to me, but I think it would mean more if you were the one helping them, not me. And I'm like, oh, so maybe I'll just start off with that. I'll help out the people I know. And it has snowballed from there. I just started by sharing what I love because as someone who fell victim to diet culture in the late 90s, early 2000s, thinking that thin was the best thing that you could be, buying all the hydroxy cuts, all the pills, all the scams, finally finding something that just like felt really good body and soul. I felt like this very strong responsibility sharing that message and sharing what worked for me. And that's the basis of my business, is sharing just what has really resonated with me and helped me. And that is it. That is so, so simple. I'm going to pass it off to Rachel, though. She's also a fellow Saskatchewan girl. I want her to tell a little bit of her story, but also what vision can do for your business, what you need to do to envision that big life, that life of that life of more, and then what this business can do for you and your family.
Hey guys, so my name's Rachel, like Kyrstin said. I'm from Saskatchewan. I've been coaching now for almost 4 years in December. My story is similar to Kyrstin's. I started as a discount coach because Shakeology was like next level changing for me, digestion wise. And then I started just like, okay, I'll take advantage of the discount as a poor, broke college student. And I just started to really love my journey and sharing it on my Instagram, even though I wasn't really coaching at the time, or being a partner at the time. I was just like sharing it with the people that I love most. And then I would, again, invite to Kyrstin's group and make sure they plugged in there. And then Kyrstin asked me one day, she's like, what if you did this? I was just like, I don't know if I can. I was very hesitant. I had fear of the unknown. I am a lab tech by trade. So I was like, I just finished college. I'm just starting out in this full-time career. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to have the time. And I was very scared of what other people were going to say about me, because network marketing was so unknown at that time. I was just like, I have no idea what this means. So I thought about it, I sat on it, and I like hemmed and hawed about it. And then it wasn't until probably a year later after signing up as a partner that I decided to like, you know what, screw it. I see these women living these amazing lives, and just like financially with their family. And I was burnt out as a healthcare worker 1 year into my career, and I was burnt out, and I was like, is this how it's going to be for the rest of my life? And I wanted some more financial flexibility, but also time flexibility to spend with my family, because I wasn't getting that. I was working 14-day stretches to get 5 days off. And like, it was just exhausting. So I dove in and I was like, why not? What could it hurt? And saying yes to this business has really shifted my perspective, from introverted, shy person that was never outgoing, that would never speak publicly. I was shy in front of other people, to now where I'm speaking on calls like this. I teach spin classes at our local gym. I'm more confident in myself and in my journey. And it's just brought this whole new perspective on my whole life. And it's just crazy how that like 360 switch from 4 years ago, 5 years ago, Rachel, was like, oh my God, like this is amazing. Like I didn't know what I was truly capable of until I said yes to this business. So I'm going to talk a little bit about vision with you guys, because that's what really kickstarted my business for me. Because you'll hear all of our stories here and they're all different, but we have an end goal of the same. We really just want to be present in our lives with our families, provide ourselves with financial income, to do so in the meantime. So this vision immensely like played a really big impact on my like starting my business. I started asking questions like, what would time flexibility look like for me? Spending more time with family, not working the weekends, not working night shifts, not working like a million shifts in a row. How could $100, $500, $1,000 a month impact my life? Really allowing myself to lean into that visualization of like, how could this business be a vehicle to where I want to go? Where do I want to be in 5, 10 years from now? What if I could find a job that brought me joy each day, fulfilled me each day, where I was able to just impact one person to the way it impacted myself? And just like how I could change the way I was feeling and help other people feel that same way, in the last 4 years of doing this. It was just crazy. Another one is, how could this impact my relationships in my life? My now fiance, but boyfriend at the time, I wasn't say we're perfect, but I was a miserable human being. How could shifting my perspective and running this business like really impact my family, and my future family? What else do I got here? I've got a list of things about visualizations. Imagine what would working on yourself, and taking care of yourself do to you on a daily basis. How would starting your day, filling your cup up, like fulfill your entire day? And that's really what our business is about. Our number one job is taking care of ourselves first, is making sure that we are okay and that our cup is full before we pour into others. So, and a lot of the women on this call, like, they start their day taking care of themselves so that they can pour into every single person in their life. And this one was like the biggest one for me. What if you could be in control of your own schedule? So I'm 4 years into this business, and this looks different, and BODi doesn't guarantee any level of success. It's all based on your efforts. But for me personally, I have been able to drop down from full-time hours to part-time hours at the hospital. And eventually I would love to go more. I would love to be home more and create my own schedule. So just going from that perspective of starting as a baby coach and being like, oh my gosh, I have these big visions, these big dreams, and then being able to work at them year after year, and then drop to part-time about a year and a half ago, and still continue to work my way to where I want to go. Having these things in your mind for you to see is like next level. Visually knowing where you want to go in this business just like creates that extra like oomph in your life and when you're running this business as well. Now I challenge you, I'm going to leave you with this today. I challenge you to think, how could this be an impact for you? How could this be an impact for your family, for your future? Maybe it's just to spend a little extra money on groceries or gas money, or buying yourself something extra nice that month. It could be for your life ahead, maybe savings, or it could just be to unlock that time flexibility in your life. So I really challenge you today to ask yourself this question after this call, or write it down right now. What could running a business like this unlock for you?
I love that. Vision is so powerful. And I think it makes the work that we do each day a little easier. it's a little easier for us to sit down and do the work and, like sharing that vision with your community, with your family. And like Carly just said, if you feel comfortable sharing kind of that vision, like what you envision this doing for you, pop it in the chat, because guess what? It's not just financial, which is huge. It is huge, especially in this economy, having an additional revenue stream that feels good, where you serve, where you help others. But like, there's so many other ways that this business can impact your life and the people in your circle too. So thank you, Rachel, for that. That was very powerful. Now I'm going to pass it off to my friend, Virginia. She's going to share her story with you a little bit and how she got started, and her path looks a little different than Rachel and I, and how she began. And she's going to share with you what the qualities of a really rock solid partner are, and who we think, in our opinion, after many years collectively of doing this, who succeeds most often.
Hey guys, so my name is Virginia Scroggins. I have been a partner, it'll be 10 years in December, which is absolutely mind-blowing, but it's gone by so fast. So I'll take you back a little bit to where I started. I was actually in pharmacy school working towards my doctorate in pharmacy. And at that point, I had just finished college volleyball. So I grew up a part of sports, being a part of a team. I loved the camaraderie. I loved being around people and being active. And that was the first time in my life that I was just in school, and it felt so strange. And I was really struggling on my own to find a new groove, to go to the gym and eat clean. And I had gained about 15-20 pounds, and my clothes weren't fitting anymore. And I just knew that something needed to change. And I was really looking for this, but I had no idea. And randomly on Facebook, I saw a before and after photo from a mutual friend, and I decided to join an online boot camp. I actually said no the first time, but once I finally did get in there, I fell in love. I absolutely fell in love with the daily posts every single morning, the group, being able to check in with a coach. I just loved the team atmosphere so much. And I didn't realize how much I was missing that in my life for about 1.5 years, not being in sports anymore. And this totally filled my cup and my heart. And I was able to get amazing results. In a month, I lost like 12 pounds. I was eating clean. I was doing the workouts every day. And I had been trying to do that for an entire year on my own, and I wasn't successful. And I just thought that that was just mind blowing. My mind was blown that I was able to get these results. I was feeling good. I was happy, surrounded by these awesome people. I was more motivated than I had been all year. And I actually had no idea that this was a business opportunity. I really just joined for myself to get in shape and find this new healthy lifestyle. And then I kind of started digging a bit, and I realized, what? You can get paid to share about this? Are you kidding me? I was already talking about it to people before I even signed up. So it just made sense for me to become a BODi partner. And so I did. I had a busy schedule. If you've ever been in a doctorate program, it is not easy, and I didn't have a lot of time, but I did have a little bit of time. You have a lunch break, you have some downtime. I wasn't going to study, 24/7. This was my outlet during that time to do something that I love, that filled my cup, that actually made me more productive and made me happier and all of those things. So I'm so glad that I did start. I actually signed up during finals week of pharmacy school in December. Probably not the best time to join, but is there ever a good time to join? So I got started, and I worked this business for 3.5 years while also working towards my doctorate in pharmacy. I graduated, and then I decided to go full time with this. And people were like, what? You just went to school for 7 years. I went to school for 7 years, which is crazy. But at that point, I had really grown a successful business, and I truly believe it's because I was so excited. And still to this day, I get so excited. Hearing Rachel talk about her vision gave me goosebumps, because that's exactly how I felt, dreaming of what this could do for me. And it started with one of these calls like this. I heard from a lady it was about 10 years older, but she was talking about being able to be present with her family, go on vacations whenever, take her daughter to school, do all these things. And I was like, wait, you can even do that? I thought you had to go to a job, work 40, 60 hours a week. Like I thought that's how it had to be. And just to hear something different inspired me. Like, why wouldn't I go all in and try to work this business and grow it? So I did. And once I graduated from pharmacy school, I thought, you know what if I went all in with this business? I've been growing this business in pockets of my time. And so I went all in with coaching in 2016. So about 3.5, 4 years into building this business. And now another 5 years have gone by and I'm able to be a stay-at-home mom with my daughter. And it's just so special. I'm still working the business in pockets of my day. I have all the flexibility and freedom, and it honestly makes me so emotional just thinking that I've reached my vision. This was the dream, to be able to be a stay-at-home mom and be able to do all the things and still have, my passion to work towards my business. And it's just been a really, really incredible journey. And it's all because I said yes way back when. I had that little vision, that little, maybe this could work for me. And it has turned into something even more beautiful than I could have ever expected. And obviously there's way more to my story and the journey, but that's kind of the summary of it. So I wanted to touch on who could be an amazing BODi partner. And I related to what Rachel said. I'm actually an introvert. I actually hate speaking. I actually don't go out of my way. We went to a party last night. I stood by my husband the entire night. I only talk to people that I know. I am an introvert. I don't love going out of my way. So if that's you and you're like, I could never do that because I'm an introvert, you are so wrong. This is a great business for introverts because you're behind your phone. And then once you do meet in person, you've had these conversations with people online that you feel comfortable in person. So I love that about this business. I'm able to be social on social media. It's easy for me to send a text message, to send a message. I can totally do that. But to pick up the phone and call somebody, absolutely not. But that's an introvert's dream. So if you're an introvert, you can totally crush this business. You see Rachel and I on this call, we've done great and we are not extroverts. So get rid of that fear or misconception right away. The other thing is, if you are already on social media, why not monetize it? If you're scrolling on it, you're on social media. You might as well share and do something that you're able to bring in income. So you're not just scrolling and wasting time and effort in your life. So if you're on social media, I highly recommend finding some way to monetize it because it just makes sense. Also, here's my example. If you go to a restaurant and you love it, you have a great experience, and you're the type of person to tell a friend, you tell your family, you're like, oh my gosh, I went to this Mexican restaurant, it was amazing. That's exactly what we are doing as BODi partners. We are literally just sharing what we genuinely enjoy. We have so many workout programs. We have so many products. I promise if you go through everything, you will find something that you love and you will want to talk and share about it. I know when I signed up, I did a Shanti T25 workout program. I was obsessed. I sold it to 20 people in a month because I loved it. It was 25 minutes. I got results. It was so easy to show up even while I was super busy. And I was able to talk about it and share about it because I genuinely enjoyed it. So a lot of people are already doing that on social media. If you see people sharing their Starbucks or their finds at Target or their Stanley Cups, how many Stanley Cups have you seen on Instagram? That's literally what we're doing, but they're not getting paid anything for sharing about those things. So it's kind of silly, really. You're promoting these huge companies that are making millions of dollars when you could promote something that would earn income for you and your family. So I want you to keep in mind that people that are already using BODi workouts and the products, you guys, if you are on here and you are already doing those things, you might as well sign up as a partner and give this a try. Like what's the worst that's going to happen? You may learn some skills. You're definitely going to learn skills. I had no tech skills when I started this. Now I can make a graphic and I can speak on this call. You're going to learn and grow so much as a person. You're going to meet amazing people, and you are going to potentially earn some income from it. So you literally have nothing to lose and everything to gain in front of you. If you're the type of person that already enjoys wellness, this is an incredible vehicle to build a business. It's not always the easiest thing to build a wellness business if you are starting from scratch. If you are planning to make your own app, do you know how much time and effort and resources and money it takes to do all those things? And we literally have everything in our fingertips. We have a $15 fee each month US that pays for our back office. I would never want to create a system that has the emails where people sign up. They deal with all the customer service. Everything is put together pretty in a package, and you're able to use all these tools and build a business. It's really actually so incredible that we're able to start a business like this that's already pre-made for us. And if you're already enjoying wellness, why not share it with others? I know you love it and you want to share it with others. And the other thing is, if you're looking to earn income, this is a legit opportunity. If you are the type of person that is wanting to make money, you will make this work, and you can make this work. And lastly, I just think it's mindset. If you want to do this and want to be successful with this, you can. Literally anyone can take this business model and run with it if you are willing to put in the work, learn, be consistent, and believe that you can. I truly believe that. Now, if you're kind of half in, kind of like, I don't know if it's going to work, it probably won't work for you. If you're like on the fence, thinking that. But if you're like, I'm going to make this work, why not me? This girl was an introvert and didn't talk to people ever, and she's built a successful business. Why the heck can't I? That's literally how I started this business. I just saw all these other people, and I thought, if they can do this, so can I. And I believe if you have that mentality, you 100% can build an amazing business. You will probably shock yourself. And I hope you do. I hope you take the chance on yourself, because it really is an incredible business opportunity. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope it spoke to you guys a little bit.
Thank you so much, Jen. That was really good. And I loved when you said like how BODi is the ultimate accountability. When you sign up to be a partner, when you start running this business, you feel this sense of responsibility to show up for yourself a little bit more. That sense of responsibility that might not be there as a customer, right? When you level up and you know that you're serving others and you're helping others and people are watching you, you're kind of like, I got to show up today. There's people counting on me. At least that's how I feel anyways too. And then when you said the transferable skills, like that is brilliant, because we learn so many valuable skills that are right built in within our we call it the office, where all of our training happens. We have a BODi Partners app with a complete training in it. The skills we learn there are absolutely applicable to our BODi business. But even going forward in the tech space and social media, in any endeavor going forward, they're really powerful. So I'm always up for learning new skills, enhancing my resume, if you will. Like, I love that. I really, really do. So we have Carly up next, who is a dear friend of mine, who is so business savvy. She's one of the most financially literate women that I know. And I'm so glad that she's here to speak to you guys on the income potential that this particular opportunity has for us. And she's going to share her story and her heart with you.
Thanks, Kyrstin. Making me blush before I need to talk. Hi guys, my name is Carly Fiore McKean. I just want to touch briefly on what Kyrstin just said about the office and the transferable skills. So I have people that own franchises in my organization that are my direct partners. And one of them spoke on one of our team calls, and he said on our team call, he's like, guys, what you don't understand is when you open up your own franchise, so if we had to open up our own BODi franchises, it would cost close to $300,000 to $500,000. So he opens up franchises and he's like, I'm in the red for 5 years. I don't make money for 5 years. And what you don't understand, when we have this business opportunity, when we become BODi partners, we get to make money right away. We get to start earning right away. We don't have to have overhead. We don't need offices. We don't need product. We don't need customer service. We don't need anything. And it's done for you. And he literally looked at my team, and he's a BODi partner too. He's like, you don't know what you have. Because if you had to do this from scratch, you would be out $500,000 for 5 years. So I just want to put that into perspective for you. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. Some of you probably already know this because I talk about it a lot. I absolutely did not want to become a BODi partner. I had no intention of working out from home. I'm really busy. Okay. I'm a realtor, have been for 19 years. Own my own boutique brokerage, luxury boutique brokerage here in Ontario. I've always been a multi-passionate entrepreneur. I believe in an and life. I love that Kyrstin said that in the beginning. I don't think you can be this or that. I believe you can be this and that, like all the things. Okay. So, but when this opportunity came to me, Tammy, my best friend, came to me and she was like, hey, listen, you're about to go on your postpartum journey. I think you should become a Beachbody coach. That's what we were called before. And I looked at her and I was like, you're so cute with your at-home workouts. I'm not interested. I'm just going to go to the gym. And she was like, we kind of have this code in our friendship that if someone's really passionate about something, we have to say yes to the other person. And she also said something to me that really stuck out. And we all have different whys for starting this business. Some of them are financial, some of them are personal. Mine is impact. And so she turned around to me and I remember the moment standing in her kitchen. She just like whipped her head around. She's like, what if you could help one woman? Wouldn't it be worth it? And I was like, gut punch. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll sign up as your stupid Beachbody coach. No problem. What do I do? Sign me up. Because that's my why. I have a innate, feeling in my body that I just want to help women at all times. I want to help them feel well. I want to help them feel badass. I want to help them make money. I want to help them just in general. So that's why I started. I have been a coach for almost 5 years in December. And a year, that's so funny that 3 of us, Kyrstin, when did you sign up? Because 3 of us signed up in December. So that's super odd. Did you sign up in December too? Oh, March. Okay. I was like, that's just wild if you did too. So I signed up in December. Almost a year later, I looked at Tammy. I was loving it. I was working out. I was getting results. I fixed a lot of my own personal issues. I grew up with body dysmorphia and a lot of eating disorders. I was very much like Kyrstin, sucked into diet culture. A size 2 is only beautiful, and all the things I had to do in order to be a size 2. And when I became a BODi partner and I started to look into what it was to really take care of myself, and I'm not going to get emotional. I'm a crier, by the way. I started to do 2B mindset and I realized that food was not my enemy and I could eat in volume and still lose weight and I could exercise in joy, not in punishment. And I say BODi saved my life. I don't know if I'd still be here if I didn't have BODi. And then also on top of that, the mindset work, the community, and the income then came with that, which I did not sign up for. But I'm not mad that it's here. The income has definitely changed my life. I'm just going to insert a income disclaimer here because I'm about to talk about income. BODi does not guarantee any type of income. It's all about your own diligence and how much work you put into it and how much effort you put into it. There is a big opportunity here, but just like any business, if you don't work it, it doesn't work. It's not a hard business. It's a simple business, but it's a consistency business. So if you want to make money, pretend like you just invested $500,000 into a franchise and show up that way. That's what I share with my team. If you want to make this a real thing, pretend like you put everything into it. Right? Because if you invested $500,000 into a business, you're going to show up differently than if you invested $17 a month. Am I right? Right. Okay. So became a Beachbody coach. A year in, I was like, this is cute, selling total solution packs. But what is my passion? My passion is making women money. Like, yes, do we do this because we want to take care of ourselves? 100%. But guess what, you guys? Income is directly correlated with impact in this business. So if you are here for impact, the more impact you make, the more money you're going to make. And if you're here for income, the more income you make, the more people you're helping. So you can't get around it. If you're here for income, you're going to help people. If you're here to help people, you're going to make money. So I have a goal of helping 1 million women. I know it's very lofty, but now part of the Growth Collective, I know that as a team and with all you beautiful women here, we can make that happen, right? Like, let's help women, help women, help women, help women, and watch the universe explode. Because when women are in each other's corners, that's when everything changes. I want to share my screen real quick with you guys, if that's possible, Jen, because income's boring and I want to just have not that it's boring, but like money, numbers are boring sometimes. Okay, cool. I just have this slide I wanted to share with you guys. Hold on. Share, present. Oh my God, why isn't this helping me do this? Present. I don't know why this is not. Is it big for you guys or no?
No, press the bottom present, the big purple. That should do it.
Cool. Okay, let's talk income. Thank you so much. So there is several different ways to make money in this business. It's actually quite exciting. We had a bunch of announcements this week at Leadership. So they've added actual ways to make money in this business. So number one, you're making a 20 to 40% commission on any sales. Okay. So whether or not you want to sling links and be an affiliate, or you want to create an actual sustainable business, you're making 20 to 40% commission on your sales. Okay. So that's an incredible commission structure. We also have what's called a team cycle bonus. We now have what's called a growth cycle bonus, which if you get signed up as a partner, we will explain to you. You get incredible training, support, resources. We have a quarterly bonus that is now applicable to diamonds, 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, and 15-star coaches or partners. Sorry, I still call us coaches. You can call yourself whatever you want. You also get a 20% discount on all of your favorite products and programs. So when you sign up as a partner, you get that 20% automatic discount. You also get VIP access. You'll get invited if you're working your business and you're hitting different, levels in your business. You'll get invited to test groups, which are super cool. You get to hang out with the trainers one-on-one in test groups. You get to be part of BODi programs forever. Guys, I am in BODi forever. I'm on the MM100 super blog, and I will always have a piece of history in BODi. It's so cool. You have the freedom to cancel at any time. I also wanted to just let you know that I tell people all the time, when you get involved with BODi, you might be here for a minute, you might be here forever, but what you will take out of it will be life-changing. I have women that have been on my team that are no longer part of my team, but they thank BODi for everything that they've learned. And just to go back to what Kyrstin and Jen were saying, like, these skills are so incredible. They're so transferable. These women quit their full-time jobs and they started their own businesses because BODi is what showed them what they were made of. BODi was what showed them what they were capable of. And they were no longer putting themselves in a box. They were now living an and lifestyle. So they were like, I don't want to work this job. It is not fulfilling for me. I want to do X, Y, Z. And because they were a BODi partner, it gave them the confidence and the business skills to get started in whatever it was that they wanted to do. So you'll also get access to our Growth Collective. So you have top BODi coaches such as me, Jen, Kyrstin, Rachel, Morgan, Britt. There's a bunch of us that you'll have access to with one-on-one training and mentorship, team incentives and retreats. And you'll always know what to do. So when I was starting this business, I didn't know what to do. I just got to work, and it worked, thankfully, because I am resilient and I am a hard worker, and I knew my why, and my why was to reach as many women as possible to make them well, financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, personally, community-wise. But now, as a collective, we have put together trainings that start every single month so that you as a partner feel comfortable to invite to. So you don't have to wait a year like I did to start a team, because I had no idea what the heck I was doing. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't even know how to lead somebody. How the heck could I start a team? You don't have to worry about that, because we have created literally the perfect opportunity for you to invite to. Hey guys, this is what I'm doing. If you want to join me, throw them in this group, and the top leaders of the group will help you become a leader until you feel comfortable, and then you'll graduate to different leadership roles. I hope I know I'm a rambler, I'm Italian, so I'm like, but I hope that you guys got kind of like all the opportunities on how to make money in this business. If you have any questions, put it in the chat, but they're just like, I'm going to leave it off with, there's just a lot of opportunity to make different sources of income just within this one business.
Thank you so much, Carly. And I feel like whether I'm in person with her, sitting fireside in Phoenix, or, you know, here on calls, I always have like chills, and she always motivates me and pumps me up. And I just text Jen. I'm like, God, I feel so motivated right now. I'm like, it's our own call. I'm like, oh, I feel very motivated. But you guys, that's why it's so important. And we are calling ourselves the Growth Collective, because this isn't team specific. This isn't Full Heart. This isn't Brave and Bad. This is the Growth Collective. We are coming together to help more women, because we knew that we could make an impact, a greater impact, doing this together, because we all have such unique skill sets. And where I lack, Rachel picks up. Where Carly lacks, Jen picks up, right? So like, we have all of these unique things that we bring together to the table. It's incredible. So this is all very new. This is our first Growth Collective call. So we are still like developing things, getting systems ready. So just know that you are in for a treat when it comes to growth and development within BODi. Now I'm going to share my screen as well, and share with you guys kind of a graphic that I had made that I just created into a presentation slide here. So I'll just share my screen here. Okay, can you guys see this so far? Okay, so let's just move this out of the way so I can see, present. There we go. Okay, so we kind of touched on all of this already, but we're essentially healthy lifestyle brand partners. That's what we are. You know, you're not your products, you're not the brand specific, you're you. That's what makes you so unique. And that's your edge. That's your competitive edge. So the people that I speak to most often on my stories are people who need to modify their workouts because of injury, because of postpartum limitations, whatever it may be. That's not Carly's demographic. That's not Jen's demographic. But yet somehow we managed to build pretty beautiful businesses. So what you might think is your limiting belief or your limitation in this business is your superpower. I'm going to say that again. What you think is your limiting belief or your limitation because of whatever, physically, mentally, whatever, is your superpower. So I want you to take that with you. This kind of, this graphic just reviews what we had already said, but I want to make sure at the end, if anybody wants these slides, just message me or the person who invited you, and we'll send them your way so you can review them a little deeper afterwards, or send them to a friend who wants to know too. So we talked about the daily habits of what we do on the job, and you're already doing a lot of them, right? You're already doing quite a few of them. So we teach you how to just go from being a consumer and someone on social media to being strategic about how you share and monetizing the opportunity, but also how to do it in a way that feels good. Have you ever gotten a really gross message on social media trying to sell you a certain product or whatever, and maybe it's offensive or maybe it's just annoying, and you're like, no, you're going to hear my kids screaming in the back and we're going to go with it because this is real life, y'all. This is real life. So what you're going to do is we're going to teach you how to share your journey in a way that is based on integrity, storytelling, getting very vulnerable with who you are. We don't want you to send gross, cold messages. We're not going to train you how to do that. Someone else might, but that's not how we do business. And that's not how we've gotten to where we are today. We believe in attraction marketing. We believe in being very strategic about what we do, and also leading with service. How can I help someone today? What can I give? How can I provide value? That's what we're going to teach you. And then I kind of created this graphic here that shows you a couple different ways that you can run this business. So we have kind of the community and retail driven side. That's a term you've probably heard as affiliate, right? People who share links, who make commission, who, you know, I do that with my Amazon. I do that with other things, right? Where I get a commission off of it. I'm not terribly passionate necessarily about what I share on Amazon. Just, I know that Amazon pays people to share what they like. That's easy money for me. So similar to that, your focus can be commission sales, personal retail sales, building a fun fitness community, maybe your fit club or whatever you want to call it. You're going to help some friends, make some new connections. You're going to get results. You're going to help other people get results, and you'll stay accountable. That sounds pretty good, right? That's easy. Because some people say, oh, I don't want to grow a team yet. I don't know how to grow a team yet. That's where we all start. That's how it all begins. And then you realize that building a team is not complex whatsoever. It is the same business behaviors, but we teach you how to do that with confidence. On the other side, we have that leadership team-driven business, which is the true BODi partner. We're gonna teach you how to generate volume and grow true solid businesses. We're gonna help women create sales within our network. We're gonna help other women earn commission and build together, building a team of women getting results together. We do retreats, we do get-togethers. There's leadership opportunities, trainings like this, and it goes on and on. But at the center of it all is that heart, where we all have this middle ground of what we love so deeply. And it's the comprehensive fitness programs that are done for us, the personal nutrition plans done for us by really brilliant professionals, clean supplements that have taken 10, 20 years to create with some of the best ingredients in the world. We have them. The virtual fitness community, done for you. We love it. That financial opportunity, the business education training, it's there. At the center of both of those is the heart of what we love. And we can all agree on that. So just know that wherever you land, whether it be on the more affiliate side of things, or maybe it's that leadership team-driven side of things, there is heart at the center of everything that we do. Now, you're like, what? She's showing a triangle image on a BODi call, like a triangle, isn't that? No, I'm going to show you what I mean by this triangle, okay? So this is a triad of what we offer, and this is what makes us drastically different. And if there's anything you take away from this call, is realizing how special this opportunity is versus anything else. There's probably good products out there. I'm not going to lie. There's probably some great products and different like sales opportunities out there for sure. I've never tried them, but I know some people promote and talk about how much they love X, Y, and Z. That's great. But what we have is drastically different because we are not just one product. We are not just Shakeology. We are not just Energize, a clean pre-workout. We are so much more. We bring together a triad of true wellness for our clients. No one else does that. There is no other BODi out there. We do not have any competition. There is no one else trying to replicate what we do because this is a result of decades and decades of work and compilation into what we now have as BODi. No one can repeat this. No one can duplicate this. People have tried. There's no one who touches us. So we have the fitness for every season, every body, every ability level. We have thousands and thousands of workouts. No one else has that. Easy to follow, easy to find, all in one library. That is us. The nutrition based off of holistic approaches that work for everybody. Maybe you need to focus on portion control. Not everybody does, but we have that option for you. Maybe you need to learn about intuitive nutrition. You need to eat more food. You're not eating enough. We have that for you. Do you need recipes? Do you need superfood dessert recipes, different ways to get things into your body that you don't like, but okay, this recipe looks good. I can figure out how to get some more nutrition in my body because we focus on total wellness and the personal growth. You guys, I cannot emphasize enough how big that bottom one is going to be in the coming year. We have partnered with Brendan Burchard, Ed Milet, Trent Shelton, Mel Robbins. They are working with us. They had the opportunity to go and do business with someone else. For sure, they could have gone with anyone else, but you know who they chose to work with? BODi, because of this triad of wellness. We are not just a product. We are getting results. We are helping women and men change their lives. We are helping people feel better in their skin and not feel guilty along the way. That is health esteem. We are drastically different from any other opportunity because we are not just a product. We are not just a product. We offer community and this entire triad. So all I'm going to say about the personal growth part is Brendan Burchard is helping us monetize personal growth with his Growth Day app. It's coming. Not yet. We have special pricing that'll be available for people within the BODi community. But November 9th, I want you to go listen to some Brendan Burchard podcasts. I want you to go listen to some Mel Robbins, some Ed Milet and Trent Shelton, some Dr. Wayne Dyer. I want you to go listen to those people and realize these brilliant minds are teaming with BODi. No one else. BODi. And that's really powerful. So we're going to have a way to serve people at all points of their journey. Maybe they have an injury. Maybe they have a spinal injury like I did in the spring. And I was laid up in bed. And you know what I did during that time? Before we were even partnered with them, I listened to Mel Robbins' podcast. I couldn't work my body. I had some, nutrition, but I was also really sad dealing with the depression that comes with an injury that when you have little boys, that personal growth is what got me through. We're drastically different, and that is why. So that's kind of the gist of it, right? This is I'm going to take this off for a second. I can do it. Pause share. Stop share. Perfect. Okay. So with this call, if you have any questions, we have a couple minutes. We went a little longer than we wanted to, but for a good reason. We know that people who want to dive into this opportunity and who really want to grow a business, not just like the idea of a business or this whole boss babe. No. You want to grow income for your family. You want to generate wealth for your kids and their kids. You want it, like we're talking generational wealth. You want that opportunity. You're here. So a long call isn't a big deal to you. You can listen to this recording or send it to your friend and listen to it while you fold laundry. That's what I do 9 times out of 10. So if you have any questions, contact the person who invited you or one of us. We'll answer your questions. This recording will be available to share with maybe someone you're like, they would be brilliant at this. Like, this is so up their alley. Send this call to them. We'll have the link available later today. And I'm going to encourage you. We have a deadline here coming up. So it is the 22nd. We are launching our first Growth Collective training for new partners and existing partners that want to re-engage November 1st. That's when we begin. And if you want to be a part of this, that's when you need to be enrolled by. Okay. November 1st is the cutoff date. Halloween at midnight is
October 31st.
October 31st is our deadline, and our new partner mentorship through the Growth Collective starts on the 1st. And you guys, you don't want to miss this. We are excited. We are fired up, and we are ready to serve. So anyone else have anything they want to add, ladies?
Maybe we'll just end the recording, Kyrstin, and then we can answer a few questions, and then we can send this as it is.
Fantastic. I will end the recording right now.